What's up guys, Cass here from Matador Darts, and today we're bringing out a brand new video. It's been a little while since my last video, and since then we've had the brand new target launch, and Luke Littler's form has been a little bit down and then back up again as of recent weeks, and a lot of people are putting it down to these brand new darts. So what we're going to take is take his old darts, take his new darts, we're going to compare them, chuck them on the board and see how they compare. Okay, so here we are on the table. We have the old Luke Littlers, and we have the new ones as well. These ones are set up with the stems, but I will be using these for the throwing section because I don't want to damage the limited edition flights. So we're going to start with the old ones. As you can see, pixel grip, black coated. There's a few dings in there because I have used them in the past. But yeah, as you'd expect from the Luke Littler barrels, you've got the micro grip at the rear and then the pixel grip going down the barrel. Then we have the new Gen 1 Prodigies. As you can see, micro grip or a like narrow grip at the rear, and again the pixel grip towards the front with the smooth section. If we just take the stems off and just compare them side by side, you can see, if we just get the logos facing the top, you can see they are exactly the same. They have the same pixels, they have the same smooth section, they have the same narrow rings as well. If you count the rings as well, so we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 rings. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 rings, so they're exactly the same on both sides. These darts are both 23 grams. What we're going to do is we're going to take them to the board and compare and see if these two darts are actually any different for throwing. Okay then, so here we are on the board. You may notice in the intro I've got a nice little tracking camera now, so we're going to see how that works out on the throwing section. We're going to use Luke Littler's old darts to start off with. These are the darts, I don't know if you can quite see them, but we're going to use these old darts. We're just going to use the normal intermediate blue K-Flex. We're going to use these on both sets of darts, and we're going to use the 40mm Swiss points as well on both sets, just to, you know, compare them fairly. And also I don't want to damage the limited edition K-Flex on my nice expensive Luke Littler darts. So yeah, we're going to use these ones and see how they go. So we're going to use the old ones to start with. These are the more traditional pixel grips. If you've seen other pixel grip darts on the market, like the Keen Barrys, Rob Crosses, Adrian Lewis's, they all follow these black coated pattern, as I said before, and the new ones are silver with a gold coating. So we're going to see how the coating feels. Obviously these ones have been used before as well, for previous videos compared to my other ones, which are brand new. So that is also going to give a good idea of how Luke Littler felt when he was throwing his darts as well. So yeah, we're going to chuck these for a bit and see how they fly. Straight into the fives. That's very typical of how I'm playing at the moment. I'm going to try and walk slowly to the board because I'm hoping it doesn't lose focus. I'm also using the blue intermediate K-Flex and the 40mm Swiss DS or DX points, or ones with the micro grip on them, and I'll use that setup on the new darts as well, just because I don't want to, you know, damage the new limited edition K-Flex. But these darts feel as they did when I've sort of, you know, used them to start with. I haven't used them massively, but I've used them a little bit, obviously. They're very well balanced, as has been mentioned before. I think the reason why Luke Littler uses the long points is to obviously give him that sort of balance that he prefers. 100. And obviously the K-Flex are really good for his grouping style as well. So a really nice setup for Luke Littler, and obviously he did use the same setup on his new darts as well. He didn't change anything apart from the barrels. So these darts aren't overly grippy, and I said that in the past, that I don't think the pixel grip is actually as grippy as people believe it is. And also the extra cuts kind of don't give you a contact point to put your finger or thumbs on, so they actually kind of slip. Especially once they've been used a little bit like these ones have. So I'd probably give these a level 3 out of 5 for grip, probably. Still relatively grippy, but not overly so. And we'll obviously see how the other ones feel as well. I'd imagine they might be a little bit grippier because they're not black coated, and obviously they're brand new out of the box, but we will see. So yeah, they actually fly okay. They're not overly grippy, which is good because I don't like grippy darts. I don't like darts which are too slippy, but you know, ones with super grip I really struggle to let go of. So yeah, I'm actually kind of happy with the grip level of these. They're flying okay. Obviously they're a bit long for me. My darts are a little bit shorter than this. I use shorter points as well, but they're not too bad. I think they're, you know, as expected. I think most people now have either seen, tried, or in fact own the Luke Littler's darts, especially the original ones. So you guys will probably know what these feel like. As I said, they're a level 3 out of 5 for grip, and that's probably the main thing I expect a difference in. 125. I'm sort of struggling to get some of them to stand up. Some of them are sitting a little bit flat in the board, but nothing, you know, too dramatic. We'll see if we have that same problem with the Prodigy versions, which we are going to switch to now. Okay, so we now have the Prodigy editions of the Littlers. We'll see how they fly. Don't think they look as nice with the blue stems, but we will see. Oh, treble 20 to start. Yeah, not a bad start there with an 83. All consistently landing in the board as well. So these definitely off the bat feel... Strangely, I don't feel the pixels as much in this. Now obviously, as I said, I don't, never use these. These are fresh out of the box. So I was expecting, because they don't have a black coating, you wouldn't be able to feel the pixels as much. Or you would, because they don't have a black coating, you would be able to feel the pixels more, which is generally the case with silver and gold plated darts. You can sort of feel the grooves a bit more, they're a bit sharper. But this seems to be the opposite actually. I've not used these and they feel actually probably less sharp than the ones that I've already used, which is quite interesting. There's one that lands flat. Oh, drop one. Hope they don't stop tracking me. Doesn't. Look at that. You can see my bedroom in all its glory. So what I will say then is, if they don't feel as sharp out the box, then Luke Littler probably wouldn't have had as much of an adjustment changing from his original Gen 1 pixel grips to these Prodigies. Luke Littler actually used these for a few weeks, I believe on the Euro Tour and the Pro Tour, and he actually struggled, didn't really have as high averages as he normally would, and he also struggled in terms of results as well. However, on the most recent Euro Tour, he actually switched back to his Gen 1s, his black versions, and actually had some really good averages, like averaged 110 and beat MBG, and MBG averaged 112 in that game, beat him 6-1, made it look really easy. He also had another 110 average against Damon Hester, I believe, so he's obviously more comfortable with his original black darts. But what I will say is, straight away from my feeling, they're not as different as people would say they are. A lot of people have said, oh, he shouldn't have changed darts, blah blah blah, made him play worse. Now obviously his other set of darts he has used for a longer period of time, so he's worn them down compared to what I have, so he obviously has a certain feel, and the difference between these coming straight out of the box and the ones he's used for probably over a year now is very different. So there's much more of a difference probably between the feel of the two barrels, and that could be what it is. Some players also like visual aids when they play. So the difference between a black barrel and a silver barrel could be very different as well. Luke Littler, who uses quite long barrels, if he has a black barrel and it's sat below the treble 20 on a black segment, you don't really see it as much as what you would a silver and gold version. Perhaps that just gives him more confidence to throw out the treble 20, which obviously gets him bigger scores and bigger averages. So it could have been a mix of reasons why he didn't play as well. Me personally, as I said, I don't feel too much difference between the two. Oh, it's only a 140. Yeah, I don't feel too much difference between the two. In terms of the actual product itself, obviously the Prodigy editions are £30 more. That is because you get the extras in the box. You get the special Swiss point tool, you get the extra set of points. You also get a nice fancy case and a keyring as well. So that is the difference between the two versions. Is it worth 30 quid extra? Probably not, but at the end of the day, it's what people are willing to pay. If you use the Littlers as your match darts, then, and you're just looking for a spare set, I would probably just say stick with the black versions because they're cheaper. But if you want a set that looks a bit different, or you want to collect them and have, you know, them on display somewhere, then perhaps the collector's edition with the tin box and the different packaging is for you. But other than that, in terms of the way they play, for me personally, if you would get them both straight out of the box, they would play exactly the same. The balance point feels exactly the same. The feel of the darts is exactly the same. And they just perform very, very similar. So yeah, that is it for this comparison. I hope you've all enjoyed. Be sure to subscribe if you are new to the channel and you enjoyed this video. We'll have more videos out there like this very, very soon. And yeah, also don't forget to check out links in the description for my socials as well. I'm very active on Twitter and some of the other ones as well you can find me on too. So yeah, make sure you go and check all that out, and I will see you in the next video.